Hey, this is Kyle from the Longbox Cast. I'm sure you've heard my co-host Steve talk about Revenge Lover designs a million times. But now I'm going to mention it for the 1,000,001st time, so stick with me here. If you need a really kick-ass logo, but you don't want to ask your neighbor's kid because you know he's going to do it on PowerPoint or Microsoft Word, then go to RevengeLover.com and tell her Kyle from the Longbox Cast sent you. I guarantee you she'll use Photoshop or Illustrator or one of the professional design programs that graphic designers are supposed to be doing. Seriously, who the hell uses PowerPoint?
Hi, this is Anna from Not Another Bee Horrorcast. You're listening to another exciting show on the Four Eyed Radio Network. For more great shows, check us out online at www.foureyedradio.com.
Greetings, Carlito. That's right, I called you out because you're the only person that listens to this show. So, how you doing, buddy? Doing good? Okay, good. Enjoy the rest of the show. I'm sorry we suck. Anyways, for those who don't know what I'm talking about, Carlito is the only person who did our assignment from last week of saying hashtag I made it there, hashtag we have issues, and hashtag diggle me this.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. He actually made it there. He said it, and he even said he was in it for the long haul. So I don't know if he's trying to punish himself with something or what, but yeah.
I'll put it this way. He's in the running for the long box, so.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, no one else has been tweeting at us, so or Facebook messaging us, or just even commenting on our profile page. I mean, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I need to talk to Raven, because Raven knows how to multimedia, apparently.
Gotcha. I found out my father-in-law listens to the episode sometimes.
Very cool. But hopefully we might get more. We might get more traffic once I can finally start getting the webpage up and running.
Yeah, cool. All right, so this week's episode, we talk about the amazing crossover that was The Flash and the Arrow. If you have not seen that crossover yet, one, what the hell are you still doing? And two, stop listening now. Seriously, stop listening. We're going to ruin everything for you.
It's going to be a lot of Diggle talk.
Yes. A lot of Diggle talk. And a lot of talk about arrows and shafts.
Diggle me this.
Okay, that was wrong because that man is an atrocity. Anyways, also, we will be talking about what to get someone who is a huge comic book fan and what not to get them.
I'm just going to go on a whim here. If they're a comic book fan, probably don't buy them
sports stuff.
Potpourri.
Potpourri. I'll take potpourri. Anyways, also, I got some books to talk about, so you can enjoy that as I ramble on and on and on, because that's what I do. I ramble. Also, we will be talking about the big trailer that hit us. You know what big trailer?
Yeah, that was crazy. I honestly had no idea they were going to do this. This came out of nowhere. I had no idea this movie was even in the making, but they're doing a live action Doug movie from Nickelodeon. It's great.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Do you think Skeeter's still going to be blue?
You know what? If they don't want to piss off the fans,
yeah,
they might want to try to make the character look like how the character does in, any media.
Yeah, right. Okay. So, yeah, if anyone actually believes us, I'm sorry. You need to get your head checked.
Or people are really angry now, going I really thought there was a live action Doug movie being made.
Everyone's just wait, I gotta pause this and Google this right now. Nope. So, without further ado, cue the music. All right. This is the 67th episode of the Long Box Cast.
Wow.
Yeah. 2 more episodes and we get to laugh hysterically.
Why? Because we got to... I just did math.
Good times. Good times we have here on the Long Box Cast. If you don't laugh while listening to this, then either we're not funny or you don't have a sense of humor.
Yeah. It's that like old Family Guy joke where he's like, I can't believe what these people are saying about Jesus. He's like, I gotta do something. There's nothing you can do. Well, I guess I'll just have to develop a sense of humor.
There you go. Well, before we start talking about everything, I think I should do the fun stuff that everyone skips over. You can find us on www.longboxcast.com, which is coming back very shortly, so stay tuned to that. We are part of the Four Eyed Radio Network, the Fern. For more information, visit foureyedradio.com. You can also listen to other great shows that are on the Four Eyed Radio Network, which has something for everyone. If we don't have something, write to us. Maybe we'll start a podcast just for it.
Most likely we will create it.
Yes. Or it'll get canceled after 2 episodes.
Oh, harsh.
Yeah, it's okay. To listen to the show, you can find us on foureyedradio.com. I already said that. Spreaker, iTunes, Stitcher, Zune Marketplace, BlackBerry Podcast, Blueberry Podcast, Miro Guide, Double Twist, YouTube, Swell Radio, and Player FM. We are brought to you by Revenge Lover Designs, illustration and design that fit your personality. For samples and inquiries, visit revengelover.com. And as you know, we are proud supporters of Comic Care Comics. And if you are looking for want to donate to someone before the new year's over, to help yourself out with your tax return, donate some comic books to Comic Care Comics. Write off however much the book was actually worth on the book, and basically you'll get 1/3 of that back. As long as your tax guy know what the heck he's doing. So, yeah. Good all around.
Plus, not only can you donate comics, but you also want to help support them. They also have T-shirts, decals, and other little promotional items. And I believe all the proceeds, all the money how much that shirt costs, that all goes to the foundation.
Of course, yes. Steve and I have a T-shirt, and honestly, I wear my T-shirt all the time. I love it. It's comfy. I even wore it to the convention. So
nice.
Yeah. So, anyways, without further ado, it's now time for the Long Box Cast, episode 67. We are recording this December 9th, 2015. That means if anything happens right after we're done recording, like it usually does, then we're sorry. We missed it.
Actually, I think that was December. This is going to premiere on December 9th. It's actually December 7th.
Well, okay, fine. It's December 7th, people. It's Monday. Sorry. I've had a long day at work.
It's all right.
But anyways, no, last week we got done recording and something happened, didn't it?
And I don't know what it is, but it always just seems to happen that way. Like, we literally got done, and right when I closed out everything, my Facebook page was up, and it's all like, Batman v Superman teaser. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
So...
let's talk about that teaser real quick.
So I will say this. Superman is so strong that when he rips Batman's mask off, he pulls the makeup off with it.
Is that what he was looking at when he looked at the mask? Because he had like that weird face.
Well, that's what it seemed like. Like, you see him and he pulls it off, and then all of a sudden, like, his makeup's gone. And you're like, I understand, like, you're not trying to show that he has makeup under his eyes, but we all kind of know he has makeup under his eyes. So
yeah, no. I was actually doing some research on the teaser trailer. Apparently, the costume that he's wearing is one of the toys that got released, and the name of the toy for the costume is Dream Sequence Batman. So I think what we just saw there was actually a dream.
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
Well, there's no way to bury the lead on that one.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, anyways, that was the teaser trailer, and then a couple days later on, what was it, Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel? Jimmy Kimmel. Okay, there's too many Jimmy talk shows.
Well, which is funny. Jimmy Kimmel seems to get everything first. So he got the Civil War trailer, then he got that. The only thing that got anything first was Conan for the
Deadpool.
So, but yeah, so Jimmy Kimmel got it.
Yeah, so Jimmy Kimmel got it. Did you actually watch Jimmy Kimmel or?
No. Well, I posted something that I saw where Ben Affleck was in the audience, which I thought was funny.
Yeah, that was actually pretty funny. And Jimmy Kimmel just keeps calling him Batman just the entire time. Like, his actual name is Batman. He's like, Jimmy, that's not my name. Do you even know my name?
Like,
he goes, yeah, of course I know your name, Batman.
He's like,
then say it.
Yeah, I like how he just sits there. He's just all like, I play Batman. I'm not actually Batman.
Yeah, it's like, come on, we don't actually call you Daredevil anymore. Yeah. Anyway, so trailer hits.
All right. Now, everybody has been pretty much just hating on Batman v Superman, and honestly, the funny part is everyone's been hating on it since it's been announced.
Well, yeah. I mean, I have my reasons for hating it, but we'll get into that.
Well, because I kind of already know. Technically, you were supposed to get a Man of Steel movie 2 first, and then they decided to push that back. Well, actually, they were like, we'll combine it with Batman, because everyone loves Batman, except for Kyle and the other people that Kyle knows, which is so weird. I seem to know more people who, everyone that I talk to who's a Superman fan always tells me, they're like, everyone just loves Batman. I'm like, the funny part is like, where are these people? Because I know everybody who loves Superman, which I have no problem with, because I'm just all like, he's not my favorite superhero, but I do give credit where credit's due. But yeah, so I mean, from day one, everyone's been hating this movie. And honestly, I don't think DC is approaching very well what they're trying to do with their franchise. I know they're just trying to gear up and get a Justice League movie.
Right.
I do want these movies to do well, because if they don't do well, then it's always back to a reboot, and we all know how that goes with. So where's that next Green Lantern movie?
Right. Yeah. Look. So, anyways.
So yes.
It starts off, you see a car rolling in, and what do you know? Bruce Wayne's driving himself. No Alfred.
Because he likes.
Yeah.
Because
and then
they see me riding, they hate it. Sorry.
They see me mowing.
Mowing? No, that's the nerdy one.
That's White and Nerdy.
Yeah.
Anyways, so he shows up, and the dumbest thing happens. Clark Kent's like, who's that? I'm sorry, how the hell do you not know who Bruce Wayne is?
I don't know. Apparently Superman doesn't know.
And then he just kind of looks at him, and then they start talking, and he's like, so how do you feel about the Batman vigilante thing? And I'm like, you just found out who this guy is. How the hell do you even know he's from Gotham?
I don't know.
So... Maybe. I'm finding a few plot holes already. I'm just going to keep making fun of the fact that Superman doesn't know who the hell Bruce Wayne is, because I'm not quite hysterical. And so we finally meet Lex Luthor. Now, what do you think of Lex?
Funny part is, I know a lot of people are hating on Lex Luthor. I actually thought this was kind of a change of pace.
It is.
I do. Now, I put it this way. Jesse Eisenberg, anything he's ever played in, he plays the same character no matter what.
Well, except for on The Social Network.
Okay, see, I never saw The Social Network.
Okay.
So, but I just really thought it was funny where he's like, oh, Bruce Wayne meet Clark Kent meets Bruce Wayne or whatnot. He's like, oh, I just like the joke, like, oh, great handshake. Oh, don't pick a fight with this guy. Kind of like, it's kind of setting the mood and the tone and stuff like that. Like, to me, I look at it going like, okay, they're really just kind of poking at the fun of fact of how ridiculous this movie already is going to be. So if they already know what it's going to be, maybe the movie's not going to be as bad as everyone thinks it is.
Right.
But yeah, no, I don't have a problem with Lex Luthor right now. I think he's pretty humorous. I'm kind of waiting for him to finally twist, because I think this is his persona that he gives to the public, and then he has another persona where it's just like downright of, evil.
Right. No. Yeah, I can see that, because I mean, we kind of got a little taste of that when we saw him in the lab and they were pushing Zod's body towards him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, yeah, which I think is the one thing. Now, when I saw Doomsday, first instinct was looks like a freaking Michael Bay Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Yes.
But I will say one thing I like about the Doomsday is the fact that it's basically a Zod Frankenstein.
Ah.
That's kind of how I'm seeing it. It's a Zod Frankenstein almost.
Now, not only when Doomsday was released, but there's been a lot of speculations of he could be a Bizarro Superman. He could be, what was the other one they said? Some people even said Darkseid, but I'm like, don't even try to.
No. I was just thinking to myself that maybe
Doomsday and Bizarro are going to be somehow mixed together almost.
There could be a thing like that. Yes. Actually, the thing I was saying, like how everyone's complaining on how bad Doomsday looks. Now, what I wouldn't be surprised is at the end of the movie, they're all like, he's like, oh, well, that was a good run for our first test subject. And then it just has this rune of just all these different Doomsday, just like in these vials or whatnot. And you just kind of like, that was like a prototype. So, again, that's just me being the comic book fan going like,
that
really
would be interesting. I could see that.
So, granted, nothing really too new in the trailer that speculates anything even more. I mean, it's just more of
them fighting each other.
Them fighting, Wonder Woman showing up. I kind of like that.
That was my favorite part of the entire trailer was Wonder Woman showing up.
I actually like that thing where he's like, "Was
she with you?"
She with you? He's like, "No, I thought she was with you." Like, oh, that was kind of a cool twist, kind of thing. Because I literally thought that he was teaming up with Wonder Woman to take down Superman.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, but then again, I put it this way: it gives us something to watch before Civil War comes out. Don't get me wrong; I think Civil War was a 10 times better trailer.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But then again, you also have to look at it. We're already familiar with these characters. We already like all these characters that are in the Marvel universe.
Exactly. The only thing
DC
we have to
right
go
now,
off of is Man of Steel, and I still haven't even seen that.
Oh, Man of Steel.
Yeah.
But this is how I know it's probably not everyone's favorite Superman movie. I liked it.
Nice.
So, but the thing is, it's like, yeah, okay, the city gets destroyed. There's a whole thing with Zod in it and everything like that with what happens. But I kind of like the Superman. Like, granted, the whole stupid thing with, like how his dad dies and all this don't show your power and all this kind of stuff. But I kind of like the way they kind of did things. Sure, there's a lot of plot holes in that movie, Man of Steel. But I do enjoy the fact that it's also kind of like, if someone catches a helicopter from the sky and brings it down like in the original Superman movie, you kind of sit there and go, everyone applauds. Everyone's just like, yeah, I'm sorry, normal human instinct, that'd be like, what the hell is that? I'm like, it's the same reaction with the mutants. It was the same reaction with everything. That's like, as soon as something's more powerful than you, it scares you.
Mm-hmm.
So, but to everyone be so accepting of Superman, like right off the bat, this is why I kind of like this one where it's all like, he's trying to do the right thing and people are going to like him and people are going to hate him no matter what. And I kind of like that because really, if you think about it, all other Superman, really, majority of the time, people are like, that's Superman. He's awesome,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, but.
Now, another thing, they actually do call him Bruce Wayne. So that kind of debunks that whole major theory about Batman actually being Deathstroke.
Yes.
Yeah, unfortunately. Because I was actually kind of looking forward to that, but unless they threw that scene in there to throw people off.
Or unless that's what he's just going after. Like, no one knows who Bruce Wayne is.
But if they are going to go with the whole Christopher Nolan series being tied in with this, then people have to know who Batman is, and they should know Ben Affleck does not look like whatever.
I don't know.
So, I mean, unless, of course, they do plan on actually, throwing you for a loop and that whole him actually being Bruce Wayne scene actually doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
But it probably will, and oh well. Would have been cool. Not going to argue with it. Overall, what do you give the trailer?
The trailer, the only problem I have with it, I would say the very first trailer they gave us at Comic-Con, I thought was great. I thought it got you pumped. It got you, like, riveted. Now, this one, it was great. Showed you more action scenes. Showed you a little bit of bickering between, Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent and all this kind of stuff. But the only problem I felt like, I'm like, okay, what do you have else that you're going to surprise us with this movie? Because that Zod thing that you showed us towards the end with the Doomsday thing, that kind of just spoiled the entire, like, ending, kind of thing.
Well, isn't there supposed to be, like, a cameo by Aquaman and Cyborg still?
Cyborg, Aquaman, Flash.
Pretty much everyone except for Green Lantern, I think.
Yeah, because they're probably trying to figure out, do we want Jon Stewart or do we want...
Well, from what I remember correctly, they were planning on having Green Lantern show up at the end of the Justice League movie. And basically, after the whole... I think it was supposed to be Brainiac is supposed to be the main villain for Justice League, if I remember correctly. After the whole fight with Brainiac... at the very end of the movie, Green Lantern shows up and says, hey, I'm here to warn you guys about this big threat. And they're going to be like, oh, yeah, don't worry. We already took care of Brainiac. He goes, no, not Brainiac. Darkseid.
Yeah.
So, which I would love to see what they do with Darkseid, but I have a feeling they're gonna fuck him up.
Well, the problem is I don't get it. I'm like, okay, to design these characters is not that hard. It's not like you're working from scratch. There are so many pictures of Doomsday, so many different renditions, so many, like, the Doomsday that's in the Injustice game is a perfect rendition of Doomsday. It's like, use that,
I mean, look at Marvel. They have a perfect Thanos.
Yeah, guess what? He looks exactly like Thanos from the comics.
Exactly.
It's not like they...
Ronan the Accuser. Looks like Ronan the Accuser. I mean, Hulk looks like Hulk. I mean, you really can't fuck up a character.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. I mean, like I said, I want the movie to do good just so we can just keep moving their franchise along. And because I want to see a Flash movie. I want to see this movie. I want to see these movies. I don't want this, keep, resetting motion,
No, I understand. We had talked about this on the big crossover we did last time about how with the Flash movie, do you think they'll actually cancel a Flash TV series just why people don't get confused and there's no competition between the two? I
don't think they should. I think it's really stupid if they did that. And honestly, I'm like, I don't know why you're trying to keep your movie universe and your TV universe separate. I would love for you just to take that Barry Allen from the Flash, give him a better costume for the movie or whatnot, and then just use that, kind of thing. I mean, the only way you could do it is basically Earth 1 is the TV show and Earth 2 is the movies or something like that.
Earth 2 is the other Earth 2.
Yeah.
But now what I was thinking was if they were to actually cancel the Flash TV series before the movie comes out, have the series end with basically the Flash doing a whole Flashpoint story at the very end, and then as he's coming back, he gets a glimpse into another alternate universe like they did in the comics, and then the movies are basically the New 52 universe.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that too, but for them to cancel a show like The Flash is doing very well, it's like a no-brainer. That'd be like making a Green Arrow movie and then just getting rid of the Arrow show. It's like, why?
True. I mean, back when Smallville came out, there were plans of having Batman on it, but then they decided not to have him on the show because they didn't want to confuse people with the whole Christopher Nolan Batman series that was out.
And what I don't get is movie and TV people don't give us enough credit that we know the difference. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of dumb people out there, and I'll give them the reason for that, but you got to realize your general pool of people who watch these shows, the comic book nerds, we know the difference between the movie franchise and the TV franchise.
I'm pretty sure everyone could. It's just,
Well, I'm talking about people who aren't into it. So, my parents, they probably don't watch The Flash or Arrow, but they like the movies, the DC movies. So, knowing them, they might ask me, be like, "Does this Flash have anything to do with the Flash in the movie?" I'd be like, "No." And then my mom's like, "Great, I don't have to watch the show then," kind of thing.
All right, yeah, okay, I see what you're saying.
So,
okay.
But we'll see what happens. But the second trailer I thought was good for the Batman v Superman. I'm just like, are you guys? Maybe they're pulling a Flash on us, where Flash gives us so much stuff, so much content in their show, where I'm just like, how are you going to top the next episode? And then they top the next episode. So maybe this is just a ruse. Maybe they have this whole different plan that's going to happen. So
well, since we're talking about Flash now, let's move on over to the Flash Arrow crossover.
Yes.
Now, holy shit, that was awesome.
Yes. So, yeah, you're assembling a team again.
Yeah, that was like a mini Justice League or Justice Society, if you will.
Yes. Very well done. So, let's see. So, to start up, now, the only problem is I realize if you're not watching both shows, the Arrow stuff is very confusing.
Okay, what was confusing?
Well, I was just trying to figure out what was going on. So it's like, what was funny where Flash is like, we need help with this. And then they take off and he literally just saves Arrow from Damian and his entire crew. And he's all like, all right, we're done with that. Haha, fuck you, Damian kind of thing. I was all like, all right.
That was basically just to show okay, so there's Arrow still doing some things and whatnot. With that. And yeah.
But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff it shows you previously on Arrow. I'm like, I have no idea what's going on with Arrow because I haven't caught up, and I'm probably not going to because after the fucking Arrow half of the show, I think I'm done with Arrow. Forever.
Really?
Yeah. He's got to stop being a whiny little bitch about his kid.
That was the very first episode with him being a whiny little bitch about his kid.
I don't care. That did not help his case with me.
Fine. Well, no one cares about your viewpoints, Steve. We just tolerate
they
you
do.
on the show. No, we just tolerate you on the show. We don't care. Yeah. No.
Plus, plus he's also a dick because then he lies to Felicity or whatever her name is.
Yeah, but he got a second chance, basically, and he wanted to take it. But, okay, so besides Arrow aside, whole crossover thing.
No, the crossover thing was great. I love the first episode with the Flash and everybody. They're trying to figure out. I actually kind of like the whole thing where like everyone pretty much like died. Like,
yeah,
he's like, shit, I gotta fix this or whatnot. Where you saw the thing.
Now, is it just like a catchphrase, and in every episode they have to have someone say "Run, Barry, run"?
Probably, I guess. Maybe they get paid for that.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know, but I was like, oh shit, they just killed everyone. Nope, okay, we're good.
So, yeah, but Hawkgirl and Hawkeye, Hawkman.
Hawkman and Hawkgirl.
Whatever.
Steve. I would be looking for a new replacement to replace Steve after episode 69, because I know he wants to at least be here for that episode. Starting episode 70, we will find a new co-host for Kyle.
Damn.
Please make sure your name is Steve.
That's kind of harsh. Harsh on my buzz, man.
I'm just kidding. No.
Yeah, so, no, really good. Randall Savage,
Did you say Randall Savage?
Yeah, what is it?
Vandal Savage.
Yeah, Randall Savage. His
Vandal with a V.
I wonder how many more times I can just piss Kyle off in this episode. then you got Blueberry Allen here, running so fast as the floosh. Kyle has literally dropped his mic and is walking away. All right, kids. I'm just kidding. So, Vandal Savage, yeah. A lot of people. He's been in the comic series and everything like that, but also really good. Made for animated movie was Justice League Doom, which is actually a really cool one where it's he's like the main villain in it. So, but yeah. So, what do you think of this character now? How they kind of ended the episode? I was like, wait a minute, isn't he supposed to be the villain in DC's Legends of Tomorrow?
And now we know.
And now we know why. So, yeah, what did you think? Do you think this is really good? This is like their second time crossing over, isn't it, or their third?
It's the second time between both episodes having a crossover. The Flash and Arrow did do a crossover at the end of this last season when Arrow came over to help the Flash defeat Zoom, and then Flash came over and...
wait, what? Zoom? No.
Okay, Zoom, I'm sorry.
Flash.
Reverse Flash.
Oh, yeah, I can't make a mistake.
No, you cannot.
I'm just kidding, I don't care.
Okay. No, when they were trying to fight the Reverse Flash, Arrow showed up and helped the Flash, and then he was like, I'm going to be asking you for a favor soon. Next episode of Arrow shows up, and Flash comes in and saves everyone. So that's... I wouldn't call that a crossover. That was more of just like cross-promotion, if you will.
Oh, yeah, no, okay, I wasn't counting that one. I couldn't just remember if they did a crossover episode twice last season, not counting that one. I meant just, no. I couldn't remember if they did or not.
Wait, do you count the episodes where Felicity showed up?
No, because Arrow wasn't in it.
Yeah, so then it was just the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so I know they said they're going to try to do more of those kind of episodes, like at least 2 a season or something like that.
Yeah, 2 or once a season or something like that, but I'm all for that.
No, I'm all for that too. So I think it was it's very interesting. So yeah, we'll see what happens. So the rumor, this is all pretty much, basically a lot of this episode was pretty much just building up for DC's Legends of Tomorrow.
Yes.
Now, question, I heard a rumor about this. Do you think they're going to be trying to switch the cast every season?
For Legends of Tomorrow?
Yeah.
I could see that. That'd be kind of interesting. But, I mean, that just means right now they're going to have to introduce a whole lot more characters.
Well, I don't know because they were talking about Constantine possibly being on.
Yes, I did hear Constantine possibly showing up for season 2, and I would love for that to happen.
And then they said something about, like, I don't know, there's been all these, like, I don't know if the rumors, speculations, whatnot, but they said, like, this is, like, their pretty much highest costing show right now, DC's Legends of Tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
and they weren't sure if they would actually get a second season just because the cost would be so high. So
Wow.
I don't know.
Well, hopefully it pans out and it's great. I have no doubt that it will.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, you already got you got people hooked with the Arrow. Then you brought in the Flat. I mean, you're just building your mini Justice League series pretty much all on TV right now. So, but yeah, no, I thought it was overall a great episode. And then you have
So what do you think of Hawkman and Hawkgirl's costumes?
I liked them. I thought they fit perfect for the show. They weren't like trying to be too over exaggerated or anything like that. I thought the helmets were really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think the guy who's playing Hawkman is perfect because he's a dick.
Yeah, that's not accurate right there.
But yeah, no, I think it's great. I can't wait to see how these characters are going to play in next and like the next kind of shows and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just trying to. Oh yeah.
To you, did you catch the Avengers reference in the crossover?
Yes.
Yeah. When they show up in the barn and they're like, superheroes at a barn. Where have I heard this before?
Yeah. So I think it's kind of funny that they either poking fun or giving homage to something or whatnot. So, but yeah,
that was awesome. And then just everything else. I mean, the whole thing was fun. I mean, even like all Cisco's little one-liners in the first episode of the crossover, he's like, just give me a couple of hours and I'll come up with an even better nickname than Speedy for you. And she's like, well, I'm not going to take advice from a guy who has longer hair than me. And he's just like, girl, you're just jealous of my conditioner game.
Yeah.
Which I just thought was hysterical.
Now, it's kind of, and I keep getting into this, and I know people. Okay, honestly, does anybody even like Diggle? Like, what's his point?
He keeps Oliver grounded, if you will.
Okay.
Keeps him from going over the edge a little bit.
Okay.
And he fires a gun.
Yeah, which just seems weird with like everyone else shooting arrows.
Oh. And that was the other thing that bugged me in the first part. In the very beginning, when Cisco's like, oh, thanks, Barry. And then Barry's like, dude. And my reaction right there is, Barry, you've already told pretty much half of Central City who you are. Why are you caring if she knows?
That was true, yeah. That's it. That's the one thing I don't get with these shows is, like, why does everybody need to know your secret identity?
Yeah, I mean, I understand, you want to keep some people in the dark, some people you want tell, but I mean, they're at the point where like they're just telling freaking everyone about all this crap.
No, it's true,
Yeah, I mean, who the hell's next? Joe Schmo who's selling hot dogs over on the street?
And the really funny part, I think, is none of the villains care.
No, I mean, the only villain that knows who the Flash is Captain Cold, and he's just like, yeah, whatever, do whatever you want, Barry. Just leave me alone, and I won't tell anyone.
Yeah, but if you think about every other villain that tries to kill the Flash, it's never like, I'm going to find out your secret identity. I'm going to do this. It's just like, I just want to kill the Flash. Like,
yeah.
Like they could care less.
Now, speaking of villains, did you see the trailer for this week's episode?
No, because I have to watch it on Hulu. So go ahead and digress.
It's the mid-season finale, and the Trickster, Weather Wizard, and Captain Cold are teaming up.
Sweet. Oh, Captain Cold, so he gets out of prison. Wait a minute. So wait, Weather Wizard, is he in prison?
No, he was in the facility that they were trying to transfer everyone out of, and then everyone escaped.
Okay, because I know the Trickster is probably in prison again, and then same with Captain Cold. So okay, now I can formulate what's going to happen. Okay,
so
but that should be good. Yeah. Oh, I'm happy.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh shit, they got Mark Hamill away from Star Wars. Okay, sweet.
Well, he's already done with that movie. His movie actually comes out in like 2 weeks.
Next week it comes out.
Yes, that's true.
So, freaking can't wait for that.
And then we'll talk about we'll do the another episode of the Star Wars podcast we have on the network.
Yes, I will be seeing the episode, or I will be seeing Star Wars Christmas Day. I'm gonna wait till then. Hopefully, it won't be nearly as bad.
Yeah, I might see it before. I know I'm going to see it before New Year's, but I'm also going to see it on New Year's because my mom wants to go with my dad and everything like that. So
Cool.
I'll probably see. I'm going to see this movie probably a couple of times. I know that.
Nice.
So, and Matthew, we were talking about it, and he's all like, "My wife has no desire to see Star Wars, so we all have to go and see it now because
Nice.
Matthew won't have anybody to see it with."
Nice. Now, my wife wants to see it. She's a huge Star Wars fan, so.
Good man.
But yes, we're just like, we can wait a little bit to go see this movie. The only problem though is we're gonna have to be dodging so many spoilers left and right online.
Yeah, actually, now that I think of it, this is like this is probably the first Star Wars movie where you're going to be able to spoil stuff. Because even when like the first 3 came out, the internet wasn't really as big as it is today.
That we kind of already knew what was going to happen with the third movie. It's like you could have told me Anakin becomes Darth Vader at the end of the movie, and I'd be like, okay, yeah, sure, I already knew that. Thanks for telling me.
Yeah, but this one is, it's a brand new storyline. It's all new stuff. It's broadening the franchise, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, that should be some good times.
Yes.
So we'll be wrapping up pretty much. Yeah, so next week's episode will probably be the wrap up of a lot of the shows that are doing their mid-season finale.
Let's see, Flash and Arrow are ending this week, so I think actually it's this week that's ending a lot of things.
But I said next week episode is when we'll probably talk about everything.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, and then we'll probably take our little break from podcasting and enjoy the holidays and whatnot.
Yes. So I'll try to put together maybe like a best of something episode. Or
yeah, that sounds good. And then we'll come back for our 2-year anniversary.
Yes.
Yes, beginning of January is our 2-year anniversary.
So it'll be pretty epic, people. So yeah, hopefully that'll give me enough time to probably get the webpage up and running again, because I've been trying to find anything like I know how to get all the episodes on there. That's not the problem. Like I just don't like the look of the page right now. I've been trying to find a different theme, and I can't find anything that I like.
Gotcha. Yeah. So also, I forgot to mention this. Tomorrow, my Marvel Phase 2 Collector's Edition comes in, so we can talk about that next week.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll probably take a few pictures and put up onto our Facebook page.
Very nice.
And if I haven't done that by Wednesday, people, please message me on Twitter or Facebook saying, get off your lazy ass and upload those damn pictures. I grant you to use those words. I will say, who the fuck are you? But, yeah, go right on ahead.
Just hashtag with Diggle me this, or we have issues, and we're good.
Yeah, don't forget to use we have issues. So, got comic books last week.
Nice.
Yes, I got Spidey #1.
Ooh, is it actually called Spidey number?
Yes.
Oh, it is called Spidey.
Yes. Basically, it actually takes place back when he was in high school. So it's basically just an original story of Spider-Man from back when he was in high school. It takes place after he's already gotten his powers, after the wrestling tournament, after Uncle Ben dies. He's basically, as they say, it's pretty much been about a year since he became Spider-Man. And, he's kind of like, okay, amazing. He's like, I'm the Amazing Spider-Man. He's like, okay, maybe amazing is probably a bit much. I mean, I'm just starting out. He says, how about Spectacular Spider-Man? He's like, still too much. Maybe he just Spider-Man. How about Spidey? Is this thing on? My job keeping this city safe from blah, blah, blah. So, it's pretty funny. It's more for little kids, if I have to say. So, if you have little kids who want to read comic books, I suggest Spidey. It's a great introduction into the Spider-Man world and whatnot. It starts off, Spider-Man and Gwen Stacy are at Oscorp, and then Dr. Octopus shows up to attack to hack into Norman Osborn's computer and steal something, but he never succeeds in that. So, I mean, it was pretty good. I mean, if you're looking for something a little bit more grittier, definitely not this. But, again, if you want to get a book for a little kid, I highly recommend Spidey #1.
Cool. Yeah, no, that's actually sounds like a really good read.
Yeah. There's that. I picked up the last 2 issues, or not the last 2, but the next 2 issues of Invincible Iron Man, so issue number 3 and 4.
Ooh.
Basically starts off with Madam Mask and Iron Man fighting. And she basically rips the entire armor off of him, but then he's got the ability to control the armor without him being in it, so he does that. Then he goes to his girlfriend, being all like, or not his girlfriend, but his date from the first issue.
Oh, okay.
He's kind of like, I don't know what else to do. I almost died today. I kind of just had to come and see you. And she's like, why me? He's like, I honestly don't know. I didn't want the last bit of when I almost died today. I didn't want my last thoughts to be about how you thought I ran away from you because there was trouble and you didn't want to kiss me. So basically I wanted to just make sure you didn't think that. She's like, no, I didn't think that. But then later on you find out that she did think that. But, I mean, this book is hysterical because there's a part where they finally do kiss. And then Doctor Strange finally calls him. He's like, look, I have to go. And she goes, okay, I lied to you. I did think that, but now I don't think that because we just kissed and you still have to go, but, So then he kisses her one more time, looks at her, and this is the funniest part I've ever seen. She's like, Hail Hydra. She's like, what? He goes, sorry, just checking. She's like, that was random. He goes, not in my world. So he flies off, meets up with Doctor Strange, and they're talking about the whole thing that Dr. Doom was telling him about how Madame Mask is collecting these items, and they're not sure what's going on, but it's getting very dangerous. So then Madame Mask, they finally realize where she is. Iron Man's getting ready to head off. He goes, thanks, Doctor, and just lifts up his hand, get ready for a high five. Doctor Strange turns around and goes, there's a good chance you will melt your own face off before you get there. There's also just a tiny chance she'll take out most of the Los Angeles area with her, so hurry up. And Tony's just like, he's got his hand up, still waiting for a high five. Doctor Strange is like, no. He's like, come on. He's like, I told you I would never do that again. Tony's like, you can do it. And for like 4 pages, it's just the same scene of or not 4 pages, but just 4 little panels. Tony's just got his hand up, waiting for a high five. Doctor Strange is looking away, just like, nope, not gonna do it. And then finally he's like, fine, and just kind of just goes, to him. He goes, and then Tony's like, awesome facial hair, bros.
Oh, that's great.
I hate you.
And very cool.
This was like one of the funniest issues, so found it to be pretty good. Tony shows up where Madame Mask was supposed to be. There's a little tape player, and so he sees the tape player. There's a little note saying play me, and so he tells his AI computer to scan it, and the AI computer is like, it is in fact a tape recorder. And he says, and if I push play, and the computer says it will play the tape and not disintegrate me or the Western Seaboard. And then she said, that would be surprising. And then he's like, where the hell did she ever find a tape recorder? So then she's talking, Madame Mask is talking on the tape and whatnot. She goes, by the way, you're not the only person here trying to find me. There's apparently these ninjas that are trying to find me, and they're a secret society. They want to keep themselves a secret society, so now they're going to have to kill you. So good luck with that. So that kind of ends issue 3, and then the 4th issue just shows him fighting the ninjas, him being Tony Stark, funny ass guy. So overall, I mean, again, I'm loving Invincible Iron Man. It's like it's definitely my top 3 books right now.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Now, question I have for you. Now, this just started, this new Invincible Iron Man, correct?
Yes.
Now, do you think they are they're trying to lighten the mood of Tony Stark's persona right now? Because when Civil War comes out, a lot of people might not like Tony Stark after that.
I don't know. I mean, no one really liked Tony Stark after Civil War in the comics, so. I mean, I'm just rolling with the ball here. I'm loving it. If Brian Michael Bendis ever stops actually writing the book, I will stop getting the book because I love Bendis's writing. He does an awesome job. I loved his New Avengers. I loved his Secret Invasion. I loved Ultimate Spider-Man. I mean, everything he does is just awesome.
That's cool.
So, other book I picked up, Star Wars issue number 12, and this is the scene I had actually told you about a while back.
Oh, with everybody with a lightsaber?
Yeah. Basically, Luke is in some battle arena thing or whatever, and Leia, Han, and Chewie have to go save him. But apparently there's something going on, and it disables their blaster, so they can't use it. So R2 actually launches lightsabers out of his head, kind of like he does in the 6th movie.
Yeah.
Just launches them out to them. So then, Han's like, great. Next, some old wizard will be telling me to use the Force. Leia's like, always wanted to try one of these. All right, people, follow me. So Leia's being a badass about the whole thing.
That's
Chewie
cool.
somehow gets 2 lightsabers, by the way.
Well, you got to let the Wookiee win.
Yeah. And then, Han's just like, I'd settle for a good blaster. But, and then you see them just, that's actually Luke fighting. And then, finally, Luke meets up with Han. Luke's like, that saber doesn't look half bad on you, Han. He's like, I'm just trying not to cut my own face off. Good to see you still in one piece, Luke. So, I found it quite funny. And Leia, you see Leia, she's just like hacking, slashing. And she looks like she's just having a grand old time with the damn lightsaber. So, yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, I haven't been getting the Star Wars book. I haven't gotten it since issue number 1. So, apparently there's going to be there's a book out called Vader Down right now. Basically, it's this whole Darth Vader story that's happening. It's a 6-part issue. It starts with Vader Down number 1. Then it ties into Darth Vader number 13, Star Wars number 13, Darth Vader number 14, Star Wars number 14, and then Darth Vader number 15. So, yeah. I mean, I don't think I'll be getting that, but I just had to just pick this up just for that one scene because I thought it was badass.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah. So those are the books I got. Have you gotten any new books lately?
I finally got the rest of the Invader Zim books. I just have to read them.
Yeah, you were telling me about that last time.
So I haven't picked up. I have to have money before I can pick up books and everything like that. So I'm still in
You have to have money?
Unless you're just stealing them or something.
No, I've just been using credit cards.
Oh, yeah, I don't. Yeah.
No,
Anyways.
credit cards are bad, kids. Don't ever use them.
Yeah, don't ever use credit cards, kids.
Yeah, they will fuck up your life.
Yeah. I have to still jump into stuff. Actually, I did get some. I should probably just read them. I did get, I have 2 comics that I got from Loot Crate. I have a Street Fighter comic and something else they were handing out. But I have to start getting back into that kind of stuff.
Oh, hey, guess what?
What?
I found the books from my from my comic block. They're literally right next to my computer desk. I look down, I'm like, oh shit, there they are.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So quickly, without further ado, I got my comic block this month. And first thing, I got a little Thor's Hammer keychain.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
We need to get our banner up and running with this stuff again.
Yeah. I got Pacific Rim Tales from the Drift #1.
Ooh.
So, if anyone out there is a Pacific Rim fan from the movie, I still have not seen it, but I really want to because it looks pretty good.
It's actually not bad.
I've heard it's not bad.
Well, it's like, I'll put it this way. If you go in looking for robots beating the crap out of monsters, you're pretty much going to get your wish. If you're expecting anything more than that, then that's on you.
Oh, no, that's exactly what I'm expecting.
Okay, then you're good. Then you'll enjoy it. Okay.
I picked up, I didn't pick up, but also in the box was Howard the Duck #1.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I already got that issue, so I might actually just send that to you just for shits and giggles, because I can't donate that.
No, that'd be cool. Yeah, I'll totally take it.
Star Wars #1 Fan Expo variant.
That's kind of cool. Now, I meant to ask this question. We were talking about the Star Wars comics. Now, is this all stuff that's taking place during the original movies, or
this
is this
takes place between the 4th and the 5th movie? So right after the 4th movie, this takes place right after 4 and before 5.
Okay.
And according to sources, this is all canon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this is all canon shit. I mean, you don't have to read it, but I mean, it's just more enjoyment, basically.
No, I just wasn't sure if they were like, no, this is after Return of the Jedi, and we're just doing our own thing, and Darth Vader lived, and like all this weird stuff. So.
Oh, no. And then I also actually ended up getting Vader Down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, the book that starts off the whole crossover thing.
Oh, very cool.
The reason why they call it Vader Down is because this literally takes place right after the 4th movie, and he's still in his TIE fighter, basically, and he's killing all the rebels and whatnot, and he finally sees Luke, and he's like, the Force is strong with this one, and then Luke finally shoots him down, and then one of the commanders of Vader's like, Vader is down. I repeat, Vader is down, and that's kind of why they call it Vader Down.
Mm.
Well, apparently both Luke and Darth Vader had basically killed each other. Or not killed each other, but blasted their ships. So their ships were going down to the planet that was right below them.
Ah.
And Vader had basically said, if he truly is strong in the Force, this will not end him. So he doesn't really know that it's his son yet.
Mm-hmm.
So then you see, he goes down. There's a whole scene with Han and Leia. Didn't really read that. I kind of just flipped through it, just whatnot. But then you finally see Darth Vader on the planet and a bunch of ships coming around him. And he basically takes some rocks with the Force and just throws it up at the ships, making them explode.
Oh, wow.
And then basically, let's see, where is it? Here we go. And so then he says, apparently this place also has a Jedi temple, because he's like, there is power in this place. I can feel it stirring. This world was once the site of a Jedi temple. No wonder the boy, ... And then someone interrupts him, there's a bunch of rebels, and they're like, Darth Vader, lay down your weapons. You are surrounded. And you see, like, there's like hundreds of guys just surrounding Darth Vader. And he's like, all I am surrounded by is fear and dead men. And then the book just ends right there.
Oh, man.
So he's just going to tear apart into a bunch of people. So,
yeah.
Oh, and then I got this really cool shirt with Batgirl. Basically, it's in the Rosie the Riveter style, and she's like, I got this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I have not seen that. That's awesome.
Yeah. So, I thought it was pretty cool. I don't think I'll probably ever wear it. Batgirl's not really my thing. But, I know some people who do like her, so I might give it to them.
Are you hinting at your wife?
No, I tried my wife, and she said, no, thank you, it's too big.
Oh. Well, it could either go in the long box, or your Christmas shopping for me is easy.
Wait, I had to get you something? Shit.
No, you don't have to. I was just making jokes. He's like, I'll send you the Howard the Duck book or whatnot. I'm like, all right.
Yeah. So anyways, that's what I got from the box.
Very cool,
pretty good. Now, we had talked a while back about the Marvel box set that they do every 2 months.
Yes. Are you getting the one that's coming out?
Yes, February's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting February's.
Okay, I don't blame you. Yeah.
Yeah. For those who don't know what we're talking about, Marvel does their own kind of nerd block style thing every 2 months, and February they are doing a Deadpool box.
Which, if I actually have the cash for that by that time, which I might too, I probably am going to do the same thing. Because when I saw that, I was like, oh, I got to totally get this. And then I meant to send it over to you. I was like, Kyle, you probably seen it.
Yeah. One cool thing about it is I like about the Marvel boxes is it actually always comes with at least like one pop vinyl.
Yes.
Which is usually exclusive to their thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember they did like an Ant-Man. They did a female Thor.
Yes.
I don't know any of the other ones. I think they also did Miles Morales Spider-Man.
Yeah, they also did the Hulkbuster.
Mm-hmm. So, so I'm like, okay, cool. I got already every single Deadpool that's out. Except for apparently there's a new Chimichanga truck and it's blue instead of yellow.
Oh, is it trying to be like the X-Men one?
I think so, but I'm just like, fuck it, I don't need it. But I already have, let's see, I have X-Men Deadpool, regular Deadpool without a mask, X-Force Deadpool, and X-Force Deadpool without a mask. Oh, and Chimichanga Truck Deadpool.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of hoping this is going to be another exclusive Deadpool one, like maybe like a more of a movie version.
That's what I'm wondering.
Since the movie's coming out in February and it's Deadpool's 25th anniversary. No. Yeah, 25th.
Yes.
Yes. 25th, because I'm 25. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm kind of hoping for that too. I thought that would be actually kind of a cool take on it.
Mm-hmm. So that's, I think, all the news. Now just wanted to go into a what to get the comic book fan in your life for Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or whatever holiday you made up or celebrate.
Oh, the holiday I made up was Chris Hanukkahs.
Mm-hmm. I celebrate holiday. It's like Christmas, but it's just called holiday. So anytime anyone ever says you happy holiday, it means that they're celebrating holiday and they're not just trying to be politically correct.
Yeah.
No, it's a Pastafarian religion holiday.
Mm.
The belief in the flying spaghetti monster.
I like it.
Know. Yes.
So anyway, so what did you find, or what can people get for their geeky significant others, or just geeky pals in their lives?
Well, if you have the money for it, I may suggest the Marvel Phase 2 Collector's Edition. Right now it's on Amazon for about $185.
Very cool.
Yes, that is my suggestion there, but if you don't have the cash for that, obviously Ant-Man's coming out tomorrow or yesterday when you're listening to this. So
crap, I forgot about that. I got to get that.
Yeah. See, I don't have to worry about it because I got Marvel Phase 2.
Yeah.
Ant-Man's in it.
You beat me to everything, good sir.
Yeah, I know. So anyways, Ant-Man's coming out tomorrow, so you can always get in that. But if you're not looking for a movie, because you know they probably already got the movie, get an action figure. What kind of action figure? Maybe one of the Marvel Select figures that you see at like the Disney store or your comic book store, where basically it's just a big figure and they got a little base coming around them and whatnot. Or you can go with the Build-A-Figures. Those are always great.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the person you're buying for is missing a piece and you know what to get them, so get them that. Another great thing would be I just lost Steve. He left. Why did Steve leave me? He left me. I'm all alone. So sad. Yay, Steve's back. Yeah, you're back.
Oh, I meant to keep going because I kept hearing this. I keep hearing this. I hear this, done. And I'm like, what the hell is that? And it's my cat rolling around in the bathtub.
That's awesome.
I'm like, is something getting broken? Is he fucking with something? So I was just like, all right. Anyways.
So, no, don't worry. I monologue for a second. If you don't know what to get the person, or you think they have pretty much everything, get them a gift card to your local comic book store.
Ah, yes.
Yes, a gift card works great. Or get them a gift card to like Toys R Us or Target, because you know they'll want to get like maybe one of the action figures there. Like you don't know what to get them. So, yeah.
That is very true. Or if you have the cash as well, get them a subscription to a 1 month subscription to the Nerd Block. Pick a theme. We got horror block. We got the comic book block. You got every little block known to man. Yeah. I mean, even like I know a lot of people have jumped off the bandwagon, but a lot of the stuff that I have been getting from Loot Crate even too. Like, I mean, I got a lot of comic book stuff from them. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, there's Nerd Block, there's Nerd Block Junior, there's Arcade Block, which Steve gets.
Yeah, which actually I'm wearing my Yoshi shirt from there.
Nice. Comic Block, which I get. Horror Block. I think there's another one. Oh, Sci-Fi
There's a
Block.
Sci-Fi Block
Yes,
now.
Sci-Fi Block. That's the one I was thinking of. So there is pretty much a block for everyone. And like I said before, Comic Block is only $13, which is actually one of the cheaper of the blocks because you're not really getting as much. You're only getting 4 comic books and a T-shirt, which is great. So if you want to get them like a 3-month subscription to Comic Block, you can. It'll be around $30. I mean, I got myself a 6-month subscription, so I'm set for the next 6 months, obviously. Yeah, I drew a blank. I'm like, shit, how long is 6 months? Oh, yeah, 6 months.
But yeah, so I mean, basically, I mentioned that because also I don't know if all the details are set in stone yet, but we're supposed to be having them as a sponsor pretty soon, where people can go to our website, click on the banner, and subscribe and stuff like that. So
yeah, basically, once we have everything set up, I don't know what Eric's up to, but basically, you just click on the link in one of our Facebook pages or websites. We will let you guys know when that's all set, but you click on that link, you select what block you want, and not only do you actually get a really cool subscription, but you also help us out as a podcast, so this way we can still afford everything that we need, like our hosting and whatnot.
yes.
'Cause I know that's probably coming up soon for us, so...
Yeah, so I mean, as much as we like giving you guys free content and stuff like that, it's not free. Like, I mean, it is free for you guys, but we do have to make a little bit of money to support just all that kind of stuff. But also, if you're shopping, if you don't want to get a subscription, if you go to Amazon, don't go to Amazon. Go to www.thesasquatch.net. Click on our Amazon banner, and then you can do your Amazon shopping for the holidays.
Yes.
So they have a lot of stuff comic book wise on there.
Yes, definitely. And I keep forgetting to go to that every time I want to buy something, and it's always when I want to buy the expensive shit.
Well, what I need to do is I need to put that banner on all the other websites we have, such as Arcade Bros and Longbox Cast and stuff like that. So you just don't have to go to the Sasquatch. You can basically go to any show affiliated with the Fern Network, and you should be able to do that. Hopefully, within the next year, we should have everything up and running, hopefully properly. So
Yeah. So there's plenty to get a comic book fan in your life, and if you really, really don't know, ask your friend or significant other or whatever. Ask them, hey, send me your wish list on your Amazon account.
yes,
I'll buy you something from that. It's a great way to do it. Because I know, like, my wife, she didn't know what to get me, so she started looking at my Amazon wish list. She started laughing her ass off at it, and then decided to get me something different. Yeah. I had, like, a bunch of Power Ranger toys on there, and she was like, yeah, no, that's not happening.
Oh.
Yeah, no. Which is actually somewhat okay, because she refuses to buy me Power Ranger toys. So I'm like, okay, cool. So now I don't feel bad for buying these toys now, because I know no one's going to get these for me later.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, so it's a little bit of a benefit there.
No, that's good and stuff like that. But yeah, also another thing, if you don't know somebody or like you know them, like you're Facebook friends with them, dude, just Facebook stalk them. You can totally find out stuff they like.
Definitely. I mean, you'll definitely figure out who their favorite superhero is. Guaranteed, most of the popular superheroes have an action figure. I think Batman might have an action figure. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, it's very hard to tell with Batman. Even this one guy. I don't know if you've heard of the Superman guy. I've never even heard of him before. Apparently, he's a popular guy.
Oh, really? Yeah. You know what? I actually did hear about him. I think he started out in the late 30s, early 40s thing during World War II.
No way. He's got to be like new, right?
Maybe. I mean, the movie just came out a couple years ago, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I thought him and Batman were like maybe 5 years old now.
No, shit. No.
We're kidding,
folks.
people. Yeah.
We're just kidding.
Yeah, they actually believe that.
Stop listening to us. You don't deserve to listen to us.
Actually, I have to before we head out. I watched a movie that I thought was kind of like was supposed to be under the horror genre, but is more of a really bad superhero movie.
Is it Swamp Thing?
No, it is Dark Man.
Dark Man.
Yeah,
Never heard of that.
it's a Sam Raimi film. I just watched it.
Okay.
I just watched it last night. But Liam Neeson's in it as the main like superhero kind of guy or whatnot. It's on Netflix, so if you want to check it out, I highly recommend it because it's basically a year after like Batman came out, like the Tim Burton one. But like Danny Elfman did the score for it. Like it's something that I think Universal bought from Sam Raimi just to be like, we got to compete with Warner Brothers right now or something like that. But it's pretty horrific. But the thing is trying to prove my point. I need to figure this out. But apparently, I believe so. Any film that Sam Raimi has done, I believe Bruce Campbell has a cameo in it, if he's not the star of it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I was watching Darkman, and then right at the end of it, it did this thing, and it shows Bruce Campbell, like, for this one part. I was like, oh, he was in it, like, kind of thing. So, and also Sam Raimi puts himself in a lot of the movies.
Yeah.
Which I always think is kind of fun. But, yeah, if you haven't actually, that's what I want. I want people – this is your homework. Until next week, people. Go ahead, watch Darkman. It is on Netflix, so it's free. So if you have it, go ahead, check it out. Let me know what you guys think of this, I would say, degraded superhero movie and whatnot. Like, it had a good idea, and there's a lot of concepts to it where you're kind of like, wow, did this superhero movie take from this, or did this do that, kind of thing. So it is kind of interesting. So everybody, so go ahead, go do that, then tweet us with hashtag Neeson says shit a lot in the movie. So hashtag with Neeson says shit a lot in the movie. And yeah, let us know what you thought of Darkman. That's the only homework assignment I'm giving you people. I want to know. I might have to. Kyle and I might have to try to figure out how to sit down and watch it so we can do a commentary on it because I think it would be beautiful.
Mm-hmm. I think we could probably find it online or something like that, and we'll just like record our reactions to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's quite amusing. But yeah, I've never seen Liam Neeson, and Neeson does a thing where he goes absolutely apeshit at one point, where you're just like, wow, he's batshit crazy right now. So, highly recommended. I'm like, it's on Netflix right now, so you got nothing to lose.
Wait, you saying Ra's al Ghul goes batshit crazy?
Yeah.
You see what I did there?
I see what you did there. Yeah. So I think that's all I got. What do you? Yeah. Anything else?
I'm not wearing any pants today.
Just decided to give Kyle dead silence with thumbs up, and realizing I have to edit this episode.
Suck it.
It should be pretty easy. I've been actually getting really good at editing stuff now.
Nice.
Because I now do like several thousand shows on the podcast. So join me next week on my 20th episode of What the Fuck is Steve Talking About podcast.
Ooh, I like listening to that.
But yeah, so go ahead and find us on the Twitter at longboxcast.com, just at longboxcast. Go to our website at longboxcast.com. The website, I am slowly updating all the backlog of the episodes, but like I said, I've been trying to find a theme that works with the website and everything like that. So I want to incorporate like the new logo look with it and kind of give it like the same kind of feel. So slowly working on that, and hopefully once it's up and running, Kyle and I will be able to make posts about, we'll post hopefully movie trailers up there of superhero stuff that came out, write our own articles. Kyle might even break down like comic book reviews of like, hey, this is good or this isn't good, or maybe like Kyle every so often, every month, he can give his top 10 like favorite Superman stories or stuff like that. So we're going to try to. I don't know why you laughed at that. I was serious about that.
You think I've at least read 10 Superman stories?
I mean, I have, and I'm not even a Superman fan.
Dude, I don't even own 10 Superman comics.
Damn. Kyle's top 5 Superman adaptations.
Kingdom Come, Kingdom Come, Kingdom Come, Kingdom Come, Kingdom Come.
So if Superman keeps coming, does the world stop?
Oh.
I don't know.
Anyway,
so like I said, bear with us on that one. Of course, all of our sponsors and everything like that. And if you want to find me, I'm at Stephen Mooney Jr. on the Twitter, S Mooney Jr. on Instagram. Of course, all the other podcasts I'm attached to. I'm pretty sure if you Google search my name, I probably host more shows than Chris Hardwick.
Doubt it.
No, I think I do.
Just give it time. Give it time. Dude's gonna take over the world.
Kyle, where can they find you?
Well, they can find me on Twitter at Deadpool_Ranger. You can also find me sometimes on the Longbox Cast Twitter account because I've been trying to be more active on there a little bit. So you can definitely I lost my train of thought there. Sorry, folks. But I have been thinking about doing live tweets from that account instead of my own personal account. So if you want to see me live tweet about a show or something like that, then follow Longboxcast on Twitter. And yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that wraps up the show. So, Kyle, if you want to take us away with those delicious words that everyone likes to hear at the end of their day.
Longboxcast. Too many issues for a short box. Bye, Carlito.
So that was weird. Right when you said bye, Cardito, I thought you just named my cat that because he just literally bolted out of the room.
No, I was saying goodbye to the one listener we have.
Yay! Our number one fan, or only fan, still counts as number one.
Yeah. Bye.
You guys can't see us right now, but we're doing a free stream. Doesn't really work on podcasts.
No, it doesn't. We should really just start doing YouTube videos.
Yeah, we probably should. That's another thing I want to incorporate too as well. We'll do YouTube videos sometime.
Cool.
All right.